So let's look at a tweet, which is the 10th of 10 tweets from Senator Murphy of Connecticut over the weekend. One of the few Democrats, Ro Khanna did it, a few others did it to try to start to lay down their point of view about what went wrong. And of course, Senator Sanders has too. Can you put up that tweet? 101, here we go. So break with neoliberalism, listen to poor and rural people, men in crisis, don't decide for them, pick fights, embrace populism, build a big tent, be less judgmental, but we are beyond small fixes. You saw over the weekend Kamala Harris's former communications director, Jamal Simmons, say Biden should step down to let her be the first woman president. Idiotic idea, won't happen. But behind that idiotic idea is a really smart point that I've talked to Jamal, but I bet he said is part of his thinking, which is they need to do big things the way Donald Trump did. And you think the garbage truck and McDonald's weren't big things. They were big things. Big dramatic flourishes that are part of relating to people. So Dan, what have you seen? Let's be positive. What have you seen since Friday's show, besides maybe the Murphy tweets, that make you think some people in the party at least have a sense of how to come back?
Yeah, I mean, I actually think in all seriousness that everything we're seeing is good. I mean, you kind of need to go through this. Like you do need to have finger pointing. You do need to have the episode on CNN the other day that I tweeted out over the weekend, where the one of the guests just kind of cut somebody off talking about transgender and accused them of being transphobic. Like all of this has to happen. I think in the immediate, what is most encouraging for me is that the progressive wing of the party seems to be in agreement that there has to be change and that the party has to kind of move to the center a little bit. The fact that even Jay Powell is saying we've lost people culturally, Bernie Sanders and Pelosi are arguing over whether it's culture or economic, but I have not seen a progressive leader come out and wave people off to say, hey, this was really a close margin. There's nothing to see here. Like, we just have to fight harder. There's none of that. And so I think the fact that everyone is in agreement, things have to change. Everyone is in agreement that we've kind of lost the working class and that culturally we're too far to the left. Those are good foundations. Now it really is going to be, the candidates that emerge, the agenda that is formed. I think you'll see multiple people starting to road test new messages who are thinking about 2028. Thinking about running for governor in 2026. And so I think there are encouraging signs.
Sean, as you look at the other party, do you see them as even a factor in the next couple months or not?
I think it depends on exactly what Dan said. Like how do they actually look to have a, like I call it, family fight. Like you got to get in there. It's got to be a little dirty of, here's what we got to do. There's some mechanical things. There's some messaging things. They were doing this a little on the roundtable on this week. And the question is, how much denial is there and how much are they willing to say, yeah, I get it. We got to make changes. And if they put more head in the sand than anything else or can't come to agreed upon ideas, then I think they're headed in a bad place. If there can be some clarity to what's going on, then that's healthy for them.
All right.
Yeah,
Here come
I
your.
also can I just add that one of the big
Go
parts of a comeback sometimes is opportunity. When the Afghanistan withdrawal went sideways, it was an opportunity to kind of say they're weak and they're not. All these experts and competence is a fraud. When the border started falling apart, like we don't know what those opportunities will be that are going to come in the next 6 to 9 months. But do you seize it and does it play to your contrast of a new direction? And like we stand for something, we're fighting for you. And I have no doubt something or things will emerge.